Okay, so today we're going to subtract integers. Now, in order to subtract integers, you must change the problem to the inverse operation. So for us, it would be subtraction is being changed to addition. And once we change it into an addition problem, then you should know how to do that because that's the first step that we worked on for the past couple of weeks. Okay, so I'm going to give you three little key words that I've learned from the freshman high school teachers, and it's something that you're going to hear in 7th grade and 8th grade and on in through high school. We say keep the first integer. Change subtraction to addition. And then change the second integer to its inverse, or we sometimes would say to its opposite. So keep, change, change. But when you explain this to me, you're not going to say keep, change, change. You're going to say keep the first integer, change subtraction to addition, and change the second integer to its opposite or to its inverse. So for our examples, we have 5 minus 35. So I'm just going to put the keep, change, change above that so that we know what we're referring to. So the first integer is 5. That stays. We have a subtraction symbol, so according to our second step, we're going to change subtraction to addition. And this is the most important part. When you change subtraction to addition, you are changing that second integer, which is a positive 35, to its opposite, negative 35. And then you're going to add it just like we've been adding integers all along. So 5 plus negative 35, I have more negatives than I have positives. How many more negatives do I have? I have 30 more negatives. All right, let's keep trying. We're going to do a few examples. So this would be example 1. Let's do example 2. So example 2 would be negative 48 minus 56. So we're going to keep the first integer. We're going to change subtraction to addition. And we are going to change positive 56 to negative 56. Both of my integers are negative, so my answer will be negative, and I'm just going to add them together, and I'm going to get 104. So our answer is negative 104. Okay, third example, 105 minus negative 35. Now, the reason I put that negative 35 in parentheses is because I wanted to make sure that I'm separating the subtraction sign from the negative sign. I don't want that to be all squished together and not understand what we're supposed to be doing. So we're going to keep the first integer. We're going to change subtraction to addition, and we're going to change negative 35 to a positive 35. That would be its opposite, a positive 35, and then just add the two together, and you would get 140. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 examples. I want you to pause the computer right here, and I'm going to give you 3 examples that I want you to do. So we're going to do 68 minus 200, and we're going to do negative 19 minus 58, and then negative 38 minus a negative 25. So I would like you to pause right now and solve those 3, and then come on back on and I'll show you the answers. So for now, pause and do those problems. Okay, so now you're back, you've paused, you've done the problems, so let's walk through them. I'm going to keep 68. I'm going to change subtraction to addition, and I'm going to change positive 200 to a negative 200. A negative and a positive, I have more negatives than I do positives. How many more? 132. So my answer should be negative 132. I'm going to keep negative 19. I'm going to change subtraction to addition, and I'm going to change positive 58 to a negative 58. They're both negative. My answer is negative, and I'm just going to add the 2 together, and I'm going to get negative 77. Okay, your last example was to keep negative 38, change subtraction to addition, change negative 25 to a positive 25. Now I have negatives and positives. Which one has the greater absolute value? That would be your negative 38. So my answer has to be a negative. I have more negatives than positives. I'm going to take 25 negatives and match them up with the 25 positives so they cancel each other out and make 0. And what am I left with? I'm left with 13 negatives. Okay, that's your lesson on integers.